There's a moment before many photographs are snapped. A smile, a nod. Global Mission pioneer Paulo learned that those small moments could open real conversations on Zanzibar, an island off the coast of Tanzania where he served. When Paulo first arrived, he understood something quickly. Trust would really matter in Zanzibar. Here, relationships grow slowly and only when people feel safe. Instead of trying to gather crowds, Paulo looked for a way to meet people one at a time. Mission work often calls for creativity. On Zanzibar, that creativity took the shape of a camera.
It was the Spirit of God who gave me the vision of working through the camera.
Paulo offered to take people's pictures. The camera gave them a reason to stop. But it wasn't the photographs that mattered most. It was what happened after. Conversations stretched longer each time, and trust began to grow. Photography opened doors, and slowly, Paulo's circle of friends grew wider.
This camera has really helped me reach so many people in Zanzibar.
People who might never have spoken to him before now felt comfortable asking questions, not about the camera, but about more personal things, like his faith.
They asked me a lot of questions. I took a lot of time to answer their questions.
The camera wasn't the only way Paulo connected with people. As relationships grew, neighbors began to trust him in practical ways. When a child in the community was seriously injured and there was no ambulance, Paulo used his car to help get the child to the hospital. He didn't ask for anything in return. He simply helped.
They said, "Can we pay you money?" I told them no.
Paulo didn't do this work alone. His wife served alongside him, welcoming people into their lives.
I thank God because His Spirit guides me, and I only want to do His work.
Through their consistency, Paulo and his wife were able to make deep connections within their community. Global Mission pioneers work intentionally. They know the language, the customs, and care for the people around them. On Zanzibar, Paulo discovered that sometimes mission doesn't begin with a sermon. It begins with a camera and a conversation. When you give to Global Mission, you help make space for relationships like these to grow, one conversation at a time. Thank you for supporting Mission. In rural Western Kenya, worship at the Kakima Adventist Church brings together both deaf and hearing believers in a way that's united and welcoming. At the church, spoken language and Kenyan Sign Language are used side by side. Every member is valued, and worship is defined not by sound, but by connection. Today's message comes from a deaf Adventist pastor whose sermons in sign are voiced for hearing members. The church is closely connected to a school for deaf children, a project that took root years ago when Global Mission helped launch it by sending 4 Global Mission pioneer teachers. One of those pioneers, Lydia, is still faithfully serving there today.
And I thank God because I've seen His mighty hand work in this institution.
Through this school, families from the community are encountering God in surprising ways. Emily learned that her son, Jabulani, was deaf when he was 3 years old. She searched for a school where her son would be accepted. Too often, she was turned away. She took her young son to Kakima School, simply hoping he would receive an education.
The very first time we came to this school, this was the only school Jabulani accepted to step down from my back. And he ran and he was so happy, and I told my parents, this is the school.
Jabulani began discovering faith and joy through what he was learning at the school.
I love going to church.
They weren't Adventist, but one weekend when Jabulani returned home, he insisted they attend church on Sabbath, the day he had learned about in class. Curious, Emily began going to church on Saturday, wanting to understand what her son was experiencing. As she worshiped, met the members, and studied the Bible for herself, she felt God leading her. Over time, she embraced Adventist beliefs and chose to be baptized. What began with the child's simple conviction became a journey of transformation for his mother.
By the time I was coming out, I knew I was a changed person. and my life would never be the same again.
I feel happy that my mom comes to this church.
Along the way, Emily found more than faith. She found friendship, forming a close bond with Lydia. Stories like theirs are part of what makes Kakima special. It's a community where deaf and hearing members grow together and where families find faith. Global Mission Pioneers planted the seeds here, and your continued support of Global Mission helps make projects like this possible around the world. Because of your support, more leaders can be trained, more families can be reached, and more lives can be touched by the love of Jesus. To learn more about Inclusive Mission, visit Adventist Possibility Ministries at possibilityministries.org. Thank you for supporting the mission offering.